Say hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
We just had lunch at Little Richard's. I had some pork plate and Mark had a sandwich, and now we're gonna go back to his place and he's gonna show me his internet. Awkward. Let's see. So on today's agenda is basically just getting some stuff done. In case you were unclear on the concept. Lunch was tasty though. Oh God, it's fucking hot in the car. Oh, whew, that is warm. That is definitely warm, kiddies. I gotta follow Mark because, you know. Lunch was tasty and Mark is fab. He's got this great idea for a tool for radio stations. And that's putting it mildly. He has no idea how to sell it, no idea how to market it, no idea how to price it, but I got news for you. He is one bright cookie, which is why he's my web host. Nonetheless, I'm thinking about helping him out a little bit about what needs to happen next steps. I'm really good at marketing, and I'm really good at pricing stuff and essentially creating marketing materials behind X, Y, and Z. And I've got great ideas, and I've also got the coding background to make things happen. But I just have no desire to do this stuff anymore. But I see I'm gonna have to make some bank, so I have to do a little bit of work here. I don't plan to stay like longer than a day, and that's it. But you know, I said that about John's place, so look what happened there. I was only planning to have lunch here and then, you know, be on my merry way, but shit happens, baby. Shit happens. Now there's something you don't see every day. Kind of sort of cool. Well, I'm still in Winston-Salem today. I have decided not to start my transit tomorrow. I'm going to wait until the day after. I'm going to hang out because there's a storm coming and it's going to be a humdinger. Yeah, that's happening. So I'm going to hang out in the parking lot and hope to God that I don't get swamped. All right, more later. Well, spent the night here. Obviously did not leave here today because it's raining like a motherfucker. It's actually stopped. It was coming down in sheets for a little while ago. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere today. I'll wait until tomorrow. And then start my way west, 1,400 miles west. I'm really dreading the trip. I just don't want to do it. You know what I do want to do? I just want to lie here for the next couple of years. Not go anywhere. However, can't do that. I'm at a Walmart parking lot, and eventually I'm going to have to leave, eventually. So first thing tomorrow, go get my oil changed, and then head west. To be fair, I could do the oil change myself, and I think I have two of the pieces of equipment I need. Two tools that I need, but I don't have the oil filter wrench that I need. So, you know what? I don't feel like doing it. So. And I just don't feel like fighting with the car today. So I'm just gonna have somebody else do it. Decision made. Let's move on to other things. All right. So once that's done, then it's 1,500 miles to Lubbock from here, passing through Nashville, Tennessee. So I think I'll probably spend the night in Knoxville, Tennessee. From here to Knoxville, and then Knoxville to Nashville, and Nashville westwards. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. But right now, I'm not going anywhere. I know if it sounds like I'm just a little deflated, that's because I am dreading the trip west. I am. It's not that I'm dreading the destination. I'm dreading the that 1,500-mile drive. And that leaves me in a hot zone where I absolutely have to leave Lubbock and drive another 1,500 miles. Right into the crucible, kiddies. Well, we shall see what we shall see. Another interesting thing about North Carolina, not like there's not a whole lot of interesting, but there is a whole lot of interesting about North Carolina. I've noticed something, especially in this neck of the weeds, Winston-Salem. I have never seen so many churches in my life. Like there's a church every 30 feet, it seems. Now, the stretch of road that I'm on, it does not appear as though the moment that I'm talking about this, there's no churches. So if I turn the camera around, you're not going to see any churches. But I swear to, you know what I mean, every single time I turn around, there's yet another church. What up with that, North Carolina? Oy. All right, back to driving.
No, not today. I got some availability tomorrow, though.
Smile. Why, look, kiddies, it's a Target. All right, this is my last post from Winston-Salem. I don't have that many stops left, so this is really just get on the road and start heading towards Lubbock, Texas. So this is my next stop is Asheville, North Carolina. I'll spend the night there, and then probably cross the North Carolina border tomorrow, heading towards passing beyond Knoxville, and the next stop after that, and I'll let you know what that next stop is. I'm heading up I-40, and we'll stay on that route pretty much until I get near Texas, and we'll see what happens from there. But I'm pretty much going to stay on I-40. I will be passing through Nashville, and maybe I'll stop and do a story. Maybe not. Depends. I've got some good stories coming up, so stick around for that. So that is pretty much all she wrote. My schedule is my driving schedule is pretty much going to be 10 to 2 at night, then sleep from 2 until 8, then go find a Starbucks or a coffee shop to work at during the day, because it's probably pretty much air conditioned at that point, and then have dinner from 6 until 7, and then probably swelter in the car from 7 until 9, and then start the whole process all over again. So basically, I'm going to do about 150 to 200 miles a day and do what I can. So I should do the transit of 1,450 miles in 8 or 9 days. So I had to pull over to pee. And I pull into the rest stop, and this is what I hear. What is that? I've never heard something that loud. Is that chiggers? Good Lord, that is amazingly loud. All right, I got about an hour and 24 minutes left to get to Asheville. And I found a place to stay tonight. My friend Michelle is hooking me up, so there you go. I'm gonna go to her place and crash in her driveway. May not see her at all, but that's what's gonna happen. All right, back on the road, kiddies. Well, that was a very beautiful butterfly until I scared the shit out of it. There it's still coming around. It'll come back. Or not. Well, I am in Asheville at my friend Michelle's place. Here's a look at her place. She just bought this place a few weeks ago and has plans to fix it up. So I'm going to lend a helping hand for a day or so. Do what I can and move her along the way just a little bit, then be on my merry way. Yeah, that is the plan for today. Well, no, that's the plan for the next couple of days. Thought I was gonna zip along, but I'm not gonna zip along. First things first is, she has a hornet's nest right there. And this needs to get removed because it's nasty. And these need to get unstuck. So that is my job for today. Whew. It's nice and quiet out here. It really is. As I've discovered in North Carolina, all is not what it appears to be. There are snakes and spiders and shit that wants to kill you. Yeah, I'm getting on the road tomorrow. There you go. I was driving along and I saw this. William Moore, captain of the militia force which marched against the Cherokee in November of 1776. He marched against the Cherokee? A fort which he built stood near here. His home was 200 yards to the east. I really need to get the lock situation under control. Miss Michelle has some cabinets that need to come off the walls. She doesn't have the right tools. So, I'm not donating tools. I'm just going to go basically rent the tool, buy it, use it, return it. Really simple. Let's go inside. So according to Home Depot, the tool that I'm looking for should be in aisle 10, bay 4, or this guy, I think. Yep. All right. Alrighty then. All done. And we're all set. Somebody's checking out my van. Let's get in the car. We're good to go. All right. Let's get out of here. All done. Came off of there. Came off of there. All done. Well, that was oodles of fun. So that little marker back there is a little bit more telling than you might imagine. Wow. All right, so there is a record of a Captain William Moore fighting during the Revolutionary War. However, he was later promoted to Major William Moore and then later attached to Brigadier General Gifford Rutherford's expeditionary force to clear out the Cherokee from the Blue Ridge Mountains and from the area. So that's a little bit more telling than you might imagine. So let me back up just a little bit. During the last 1,000 years, the Cherokee were basically in this area, in what is now Kentucky and North Carolina and South Carolina. This was their homeland for thousands of years. And then the British came along, or British settlers came along in the early 1600s, and then started basically settling into the area. Well, as it turns out, there were hundreds of thousands of Cherokee in the area. And by the 1600s, there was illness, infirmity, brought by the British settlers, which basically dropped their numbers into half of that, into half of what they were before. So much so by the 1700s, by circumstance and happenstance, through treaties that were not respected, and basically land grants coming from the Cherokee, they ceded whole portions of their land. Their numbers dropped down to about 30,000 by the 1700s. By 1776, their numbers had dropped to about 7,000. And part of the reason why the Cherokee sided with the British, in case that wasn't clear, the Cherokee sided with the British because the settlers at the time, all of the land grants that the Cherokee Nation had given them, they basically disrespected. There were clashes over culture, there were clashes over land rights, and the Cherokee were just, they had just been pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed to the point where they'd had enough, and they weren't going to respect the British weren't, the settlers weren't respecting their land grants, so why should they? So when the British came along, or I should say the Revolutionary War started, and the British were looking around for allies, they asked the Cherokee to fight for them. And the Cherokee said no the first time out, but the Cherokee Nation essentially said yes. And the reason why they said yes is because the British offered them something that the revolutionary forces were not going to offer them: land. The British said, "We will honor all of our existing treaties and remove those people from your land." How could you say no to that? I mean, that's what it boils down to. So the Cherokee said, "Sure, we'll fight for you." And that's how that marker got the way that it is. So, yeah, wow, it's craziness. I love markers like that. They're like a can of worms. You open it up, and look what happens. Crazy stuff. Now I'm just gonna take that puppy back, and we're all set. Alrighty. That is all the video that is fit to video today. Kitties, thanks for stopping by. Hope you learned something. Yeah, I don't think you learned anything. All right. I'm going to get on the road soon. Probably later tonight. I may stick around for another day. Michelle needs some help with some other things, so we shall see what we shall see, but I'm going to be hitting the road probably either tomorrow, later tonight or tomorrow. Talk to you kitties when I talk to you. Have yourselves an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you somewhere on the road. Bye!